Here you go.
Thanks.
Good morning. So we are back out today, and today we are partnering with LiTime. So we're going to be working on our gate a little bit more, because last time you saw us, we installed our gate, and then we also installed the solar component to our gate. Now we just need to get a battery box built for our battery and our panels to go into. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So let me show you some of the stuff that we are doing and what we've already done. Okay, so we got an early start this morning, and so pretty much what we did is we went ahead and we filled in the space between the board and the pillar so that it has a nice watertight seal. We did not stain the side of the board. We did do the top. So we went ahead and just did a line going here with some sealant going all the way down and around the post. And so this is the same stuff that we used on the 24-foot section of the wall all the way down there when we put our framing onto the concrete pillars. So far that one is holding up really well. It has not cracked or anything. We had to go ahead to do this side. So that's what we've done this morning so far. So we're going to be working right back here in this area. We had taken the UPS box with us last time, and then we left the control box, and then I went ahead and just did like a little mock tape job, because the cows out here will eat the wires. So pretty much we are going to be working down here. We are going to be building out a box. Originally we were going to do a concrete pad and do kind of like if you've seen a generator box where it just slides right over the top. We were going to do that, but I think we changed our mind because we don't like how far out it would be from the pillar, so we're probably going to do a hanging box. So we are using recycled materials today. We picked up a pallet and we have chopped it up into a bunch of pieces, and so we're going to go ahead and be building our utility box out of that. Okay, so we had originally set this up because we were going to do a concrete pad, so we don't need it anymore. Instead, our pallets have these big chunky blocks on them at the end, so we're going to use that as a base for our box to sit on.
It's better.
We'll see what it does. Let's see how much we'll need to cut off of it. So pretty much right here we're just marking where we're going to cut this, because I want the platform to sit in between the two posts here rather than having it sit out here like it is now. I want to minimize the amount of boards that we have to use back here, so it'll be easier for us to attach our back boards to these slats here.
Yes.
So after we got the platform assembled, we weren't too happy with the direction that we were going in, and so we decided to take a break to kind of figure out what we wanted to do instead. And of course our breaks usually turn into hours, so we ended up going inside of Terry and working on some projects in Terry, and then we also went to the water station to go fill up on water because we had some backfilling to do. But when we were at the water station, we did have a nice little encounter, which I talk about later. But for now, we are going to watch us backfill until we figure out what we're going to do for our base for our battery. Okay, so we are back after a 4 to 5 hour break. We went inside to go have breakfast because the kids woke up because we got in last night, and then we got sidetracked by some projects in Terry, but we got a bunch of stuff done in Terry, which is great. So now we're back out to go ahead and finish this. The wind has picked up, the sun is out, it's great weather, it feels great, all the nice warmth. So now let's get back to this battery box. So last time that we were over here, all we did was the base. So we have the base done. So now we are going to start framing up the sides of it, the back, and then we'll start doing the slats. So the pallet that we ended up getting, we broke it down into a bunch of different pieces. So we're going to kind of do like a shiplap style where, you know, we just piece it all together and then we'll see that where it goes. Right now we have no plan of how this is going to turn out or how it's going to look like. We're just winging it as we go. So this will be interesting to see how this turns out. We have an idea in our head, but no plans. So enjoy watching. Unless you wanted it to be on a slab.
A what?
A slab.
Yeah, but that's not gonna do it.
And then just have the battery sit on the slab and then build a box around it.
Instead of that? Mm-hmm. I guess.
Okay guys, so we have changed plans again. So we're gonna do a concrete slab because we're not liking the bottom. There's just too much stuff can get in there. So we're going to do a concrete slab since we somehow always have concrete with us while we were down here. So we're gonna pour one really quick. It should set really fast with the sun, and then we are going to get to work. Okay, perfect. So it's level, it's square. So I'm gonna tamp this down a little bit and then we'll be pouring concrete in. I was trying to record in the car earlier, but apparently I don't know how to turn mics on anymore. But, so it's just me talking to the camera and blabbing about stuff. But anyway, so we went to go get water. Right now we're backfilling our pillars because we have a total of 4 more to backfill. Well, after this one will be 3 more to backfill. So we went to go get water this day. Okay, so everything that's happening today is just, I don't know, we're just doing everything at our leisure today as if we don't have anything to get done. But pretty much when we went to go get water, because we had to go get water and more screws because somehow we were out of screws and we did not know that we were out of wood screws. I guess we've been, you know, having fun with them. But when we were at the water station, we were getting water and a car passed by and, you know, had yelled out the window, and then like a minute later, they come back around to the water station and they're like, "Hi, hi. And so apparently there were people who are subscribed to us on YouTube, and so they just moved down here, and so they are starting their homestead journey as well. And so they had recognized us from YouTube, and so they thought they would stop by, say hello, be friendly, because it's not, you know, every day that you get to meet a lot of people out here, even though it seems like we meet everybody out here. But they're really nice people, great people, and so it was interesting because those are our first subscribers that we have met in the wild, out in the wild, which is crazy because, you know, it's cool because, you know, we make videos all the time, and I guess kind of the camera seems like a second thought at this point, and so you don't really kind of put in perspective like, hey, we have like, you know, over 2,000 people who are watching us, and then even more than that who are just seeing us and aren't subscribed to us right now. And it's crazy to think that that many people are out there watching us, and, you know, we kind of don't even think about it, and it's crazy. But they're really nice people, so shout out to them. They do have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna see if I can find it, and if I do, I'll link it right here on the video so that you guys can go follow them if you're looking for some more, you know, Arizona homesteading content as well. They're fresh to Arizona, so it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how their journey goes, and to see how, you know, how they inspire other people as well. So, pretty much we're backfilling every single rebar section of the wall except for the mini ones. I think there's only one more section of the mini section that we have to put concrete in. All the rest have concrete in them, but this one, so we're only filling in the tubes on this side. And also you can see that we have some bob wire. I think it's low enough for you to see it. If not, I'll show you later. But we have some bob wire going around these pillars. So when we set our 24-foot section of the wall, the cows were not out, so they had time. We had the leisure of setting them at our own pace, deciding when we wanted to go ahead and backfill them and all that kind of stuff. Well, when the cows are out, we don't get the leisure of our own pace anymore because the cows are destroying everything. So our neighbor gave us some bob wire to wrap around the fence until we could get the concrete in them. So we only have 4 of the 8 pillars left to backfill, and then also the 2 mumbo jumbo ones, but I don't think those are going to go anywhere because without the concrete being in there, even though there's rebar in there, the cows still, you know, they're fat, so they still manage to knock the stuff over. So we did put the bob wire around here, and since then there have been 0 cow tipping accidents, so, you know, I don't have to cook any of them. But it also gives us a little bit more time because we don't like backfilling. It's a necessary part of building the wall, but backfilling isn't the funnest thing to do. Building the blocks are, putting up posts are, but just dumping concrete into a hole is not that fun. So I think probably one more scoop. So we kind of just do it here and there in between other projects.
Or a bucket.
Oh, that scoop. I guess I was calling it a scoop.
Huh?
I was calling that a scoop. But yeah, so we just do it in between other projects because, one, they're 80-pound bags of concrete each, and we don't want to just buy them all at once and haul a big trailer of just concrete down here because it's not fun for us and it's not fun for you guys to watch. So we try and squeeze it in between. The other pillars that we backfilled, we didn't show that. We ended up doing it the day that we set the gate. And so now we figured we would do some more since we had, you know, leftover concrete from us setting a slab over there. Okay, so we're back with the concrete pad. It's still finishing it up, so what we're going to do is we're going to be attaching, we figured that we changed plans completely. So what we're going to do is we're going to be building a box out that's connected to this wall and then comes down and goes down, and then it's covered on both sides. So that's what we're going to be building. And then all our control boxes for the gate we're going to mount up against here, and then the battery will just free float and sit on our concrete pad, which will be encased. So this is almost done curing. I already ripped off all the framing off of it. Boxes, we need to figure out where the boxes are going to go. Okay, so we went ahead and marked on the wall where the height of our mounting blocks are going to go, and so now we are going to cut down some of those to size. Kind of that marker back, I guess. That marker back so that we can get the correct size. So I would probably go what, like an extra, right, maybe right there.
Yeah. Stuff.
I do. I need you to do everything.
I need this.
Okay, so basically this is going to be our mounting mechanism, and so, oh, that's right on point. So this is what's going to be holding basically the beginning of our box. And so our UPS and our control panel for our gate are going to mount here, and then our LiTime battery will be right here, and then we'll just build a nice little box continue around it. And then we'll end up doing same thing how we sealed this thing to the concrete block. We'll end up sealing all of our holes, and then we'll leave a lift off top so that we can just unscrew the top, take the battery out, and then we have access to whatever we need here. Okay, now that we have the holes done, we're going to mount the UPS box first, and so we decided that we are going to mount this one upside down to save us some extra space. So if measurements are correct, it should fit right perfectly in there, and then we will put our screws in. Okay, so now we have that one mounted in, then the control box is going to be mounted. We have that all attached, so next we're basically going to do, I guess, another frame just like this, right, on that side. Okay, so it is time for us to install our LiTime battery that LiTime sent us. Now this battery is a 24 volts and it is 100 amps, so we're using this battery to power our gate because, as you know, we installed an electric gate arm, so now we just need power to it. So our gate arm either requires two 12-volt batteries or one 24-volt battery, but we're going to go ahead and go with a 24-volt battery. So with this battery and all the other batteries that LiTime sells, we didn't have to use it on the gate. That was just our method and preference for this project for us, because we do need power on our gate. But this battery is great for RVs, camping. They hook up well to solar systems as well. I'm pretty sure you can also do like boats and all that kind of stuff to provide power. So, you know, and also like in the household, if you need like backup power as well, it's great for running refrigerators, TVs, small air conditioners, just anything that can help, you know, provide whatever you need power to. With this battery being at the front of our property, we wanted to make sure that we got one that has Bluetooth connectivity, which basically means is that we don't have to go up physically to the battery in order for us to see basically its voltage, its current, and its capacity. All of that we can see straight from the LiTime app on our phones. So that makes life a lot easier with this battery going to be enclosed inside of a battery box. Now, if this battery isn't specifically for you or you feel like it doesn't meet your needs, you can always go onto the LiTime website because they offer about 70 plus other options, and then they also have a bunch of accessories as well that they sell that can help use your battery however you need it. So another great thing about this battery, it does have low temperature protection. So if it drops below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, basically it will stop itself from charging and shut itself down, which out here in Cochise County, I'm pretty sure we can possibly dip below that. So we'll dip around that. I'm not sure, this isn't our first season, but at least we don't have to worry about it up here doing any damage or anything like that. Elijah already got them hooked up. It's simple connection. Just on this side you have your positive and your negative, and then you will hook that into whatever you are powering. And then right now he's hooking up our solar, so we are going to be using a solar panel to charge this battery that came with our gate arm. So we're going to be using two 10-watt solar panels to charge up this, and basically what they're saying is that the battery is supposed to support a maximum charging current of 1 C. Which is basically supposed to reduce the charging time. Now, we do get a lot of sunlight since we are out here in Arizona, so I don't think we have to worry about that, but it is also good to know that it's going to have efficient charging for us so that we don't have to worry about our gate arm dying on us, because we are going to be entering in monsoon season, so it will dim our sun just a tad bit, so it'll be nice to know that this thing will still be charging perfectly fine. LiTime batteries are also environmentally friendly, which is great, so they are free from toxic substances and then also any heavy metals as well. Here you go.
Thanks.
Okay, go ahead and push the button to open the gate. Okay, there we go. So this is the app that is on the screen. So when you're checking your battery power, this is what you would see on your phone screen. And so if you'll notice, it is showing us how much power, current, and voltage that we're currently using to open up our gate. And it does go down to a 0. I think that's just because the gate arm is pulling what it needs to open, and then it's just kind of resetting that current that it needs. And then also we notice that when we are closing the gate, it actually is not pulling any type of power when we close it. So we're thinking that the gate arm is just resetting itself, or because it's just a close option, it just doesn't need to draw anything to close. Okay guys, so you saw how the battery works. You saw how much our arm pulls from it, and it's still barely dropped any percentage. I think it only dropped 1%, and that's just because I don't think it was fully charged all the way. But if you guys are interested in picking yourself up a LiTime battery, I will go ahead and put the link in the description box below, and then our discount code will be on the screen as well. So thank you LiTime for sending us out a battery, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.